As always, when we start practice, just give yourself all the time you need to arrive onto the mat. I like to always remind myself this simple thing: whatever we practice grows stronger. So if we're watching the news all the time, we probably become anxious and fearful, worried about what's happening in the world. If we come to the mat and invite stillness and quiet, we probably become a little more settled and peaceful and happier. That might sound like a very simplistic version of the well, but it works for me. So let's just allow our attention to come inwards. Shoulders can be heavy. And you might like to raise up the toes, just lift up all 10 toes. And then just slowly take the big toe down. And then the second toe, third toe, you might get all the way to the little toe. And then just rock into those toes and then maybe back to the heels. And you might like to go from right foot to left foot. Just feeling all the support under the earth, under the ground, and all four corners of the feet. Every Qigong shape that we do, and today we'll be doing the 12 forms of Jin Jing, our muscle and tendon strengthening. Every Qigong form, we're looking for the same qualities, and these qualities are being alert without being tense or stiff or stressed, and being relaxed without feeling sleepy or dull or distracted. So you might just start with this sense of just noticing as you focus on the feet that all your leg muscles might start to switch on. We have four sides of our leg: our abductors, our adductors, our thigh muscles, our quadriceps, which is four muscles in themselves at the front, and then our hamstrings at the back. So just notice as you take your attention under the feet, you might not feel these muscles strongly, but they'll be doing a little bit of work, even while we're still. Your back of the knees are soft, so you might feel a little bend in your knees. Your tailbone tucks under, and this just helps your spine be long. And then you might just bring your fingers up to your chin and just sort of tuck your chin in a little. And this might feel a little strange, but go with it. Just helping your neck be long, crown of the head lifting up. So you've got this sense of lifting as well as grounding. Kind of like we're moving in both directions at once. And then we just allow our arms to hang by the side of the body. We take a breath in, belly expands. And we sigh out. Feel the belly come back to the spine. So just, you might focus on your breath. With Qigong, generally the first breath is the breath out. Sense of emptying, and then belly expanding. As we always do, let's turn our palms forward. We'll take a breath in and lift up, pressing through the feet as we do. And then we'll sigh out and just draw the hands down in front of busy mind, face. Just feel energy moving down into the center of the body. When our next breath comes, we lift and we breathe in again. One more time. Let's bring our hands to the body. You might place one hand on lower belly, one hand on the heart. Just notice wherever you might be right now. What place are you? What time is it? If you've floated back through distractions or memories, just notice that. You might just take a big sigh out and arrive back on the mat. What can I learn about myself on this day? Everyday opportunity for experience. All right, let's start with just a few simple warm-ups for our body before we start our Jin Jing. We'll bring our wrists together. Press inner wrist into each other. So one is pushing, one is pulling. Let the shoulders be heavy. And then we're going to just roll one wrist over the other. You might like to change directions. Let's take both arms up above the body. And we're going to take hold of one of our thumbs, take a big breath in, and then slowly draw it across the body. Inhale to lift up, switch sides, and then sigh out. And just keep alternating from side to side. And we'll meet back in the center. Let's draw our elbows and loose fists together. Take a big breath in as we curl them into the body, curl the chin in, and then we'll sigh out as we open out. Inhale, curl everything in, tailbone tucks under, and we'll exhale to open. Keep going in your own time. One more time. And we'll take our hands down by the side of the body. Let's roll shoulders. Maybe come back the other direction. And we'll take our hands to the shoulders, big circles. Let's take both arms up above the body again. And this time we'll take one hand in front, one hand behind. See if you can keep your hips mostly staying forward. So lifting up and then sighing out. Keep your feet forward, your knees forward. Just allowing our shoulder to roll back and open. One more time each side. And we'll meet back in the center. Let's take our hands to the hips, just roll through the hips. And maybe change direction. We'll bring our knees together, feet together. Small circles with the knees. And we'll slowly raise the head up. And let's just lift one of our heels and roll through that ankle joint. And then shift our weight to the other side. Okay, Jin Jing is a little bit more intense Qigong exercise. So I like to do a little bit of balance work first. We'll start just by lifting our heels off the ground. So you might like to hold onto a chair or the wall. Maybe just your hips, lower the heels back down. Just pressing through the toes. You might just come a little way off the ground. See if you can move with the breath. Any little cracks and pops that you get through your toes or ankles, they're okay. Just letting that energy move through these parts of our body that are the furthest away from our organs. You can't get any further away from your heart than your toes. So just notice that feeling. Every day our body pumps about 6,000 liters of blood through the heart. Just notice this feeling of energy moving, everything in motion, even when we feel still. All right, next time we come down, we're going to just invite our hands to help us. Just inhale, lift one knee up, shift your weight, and then see if you can just sigh out and take it down slowly. Shift the weight of your head over the standing leg, and we're just going to alternate from side to side. And all fine if you hold on to something while you do this. It's not about anything other than just showing your weight, how to shift from one side to the other while you move with the breath. So really what we're doing here is just showing ourselves not to be holding our breath while we invite stress and tension into the body. Standing on one leg is obviously not as simple as standing on 2 or 4. So just notice if you can calmly breathe in, breathe out as you shift your weight from side to side. Today we might do a slightly different balance. We're going to come back to the center. Today we're going to just take a leg out to the side, but I want you to shift your head over the standing leg and just open one leg out to the side. Now, if you feel yourself tipping like a teapot, doing this, just keep your head over the standing leg. Use those muscles in your legs to open out. Moving with the breath. Just notice if you can feel that sense of centeredness of your head over the standing leg as you engage your inner thigh muscles, your glutes to help this kind of movement. Hold onto something if you need to. We're not trying to do a balance trick. Doesn't matter how far you lift the leg to, only a little bit is fine. And if you feel yourself doing that teapot thing of leaning the whole body over, just move a little less. One more time each side. And when we come back to stand, we'll just shake out arms, shake out legs. And we'll start our practice today of Jin Jing. Let's come back to our Wuji stance, our stance of emptiness, reminding ourselves emptiness equals infinite possibility and unlimited potential. Take a breath, sigh it out. Our first form, we start by drawing energy in. Just turn the elbows, bend the elbows, draw the hands in towards the heart. And then store that energy in the body. Inhale, lifting. And exhale. You might like to keep your attention under the feet. Noticing that micro bend in the knees. Noticing how shoulders stay heavy. The next time we draw our arms in, we sigh out, turning the hands out, and we press out. We inhale, and we exhale. Really feel like you're sinking into the heels in this movement. And when you push out, you're pressing in both directions, exactly the same. And now we draw energy into the body. And we sigh out and we push up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And slowly take the arms wide, bring them all the way down to the body. And just take a moment to notice how you feel. sighing out. All right, our next form, we take right hand to the lumbar spine and just sigh out as you take your left hand across the body. We'll take a big breath in as we take that hand across, up and behind. You might remember this one is called plucking a star and returning it to the Big Dipper. As you sigh out, take that star across the sky. We inhale to return to the center, and then we sigh out. Now, as you're sighing out, your hand comes across the body, you're switching, and then you inhale to lift up. Big long breath, plucking your star from the sky, and then slowly rotating the spine as you sigh out. Take it all the way across the sky. Inhale to bring it back to center. Exhale to sink down. Keep the exhale going as you switch hands. And then big breath in as you lift up. Let's see if we can just find our own flow here. Moving with the breath. Letting everything go. And then we inhale, start all over again. And let's take our hands down to the side. We're going to step our right foot forward, left foot back. So we're in our bow stance, our warrior stance. So on the side, it'll look something like this. Just check this knee is stacked right over the ankle. So straight above the ankle. And back toes are just turn in a little. Should feel these muscles switch on the inside of the leg. Doesn't matter how far your legs are apart, just whatever's comfortable for you and whatever feels steady. Bring your attention under the feet, float your arms up, palms turned up. We take a breath in to draw our hands to our shoulder and our lower back, and we turn our chin to meet the hand. So we're turning our spine as well. And then we exhale and we open out. Inhale, twisting the spine. Feel the spine twist. And then exhale, open it out. And if you feel it unsteady here, you can do this next to a wall as well. Just let your body feel heavy. Keep your focus on the lower body. Even though arms are moving, head is moving, spine is twisting, all your stability comes from underneath the feet. And when you're ready, we're going to switch sides. So you might step back with your right foot, or just however you want to switch over. Left foot is forward now. And same shape on the other side, knees stacked over the ankle. Keep your focus underneath the feet, slowly float up the arms, breathing in, and just slowly draw the hands in towards the body. And you might feel like the hands are guiding the twisting of the spine. We breathe in as we draw energy into the body, and we exhale to open out. And let's step our legs back in towards each other. Bring the arms down by the side of the body. The next form, we draw energy in. And as we push out, we drop our tailbone back. We want our weight right in the back of the body. So sink into the heels, not the toes so much. We inhale to press up, and then we exhale to push behind. Inhale, exhale. Doesn't matter how low you go, just let your body melt into the shape. And if there's any pressure on your knees, just don't come down so low. Be kind to yourself. Allow your body just to surrender into the shapes. No need to push or force. And take a break whenever you need to. And we'll bring our arms back by the side of the body. Next form, we'll take left hand to our lumbar spine, right hand elbow wide, hand behind the head. Take a big breath in as we turn and look back to that elbow. And then we'll sigh out to take the elbow across the body. Doesn't matter how low you go, just roll that top shoulder back. Inhale to roll back up. And then exhale, arms are wide and sink down. And we'll switch sides. Right hand to lumbar spine, left hand behind the head. Big breath in. Exhale, roll that elbow across. Inhale to open. And exhale. And just keep moving from side to side. Following the breath. Allowing the body to move with ease. And we'll come back to just leave our arms by the side of the body. Next one, we step a little wider and extend our arms out to the side. You might like to turn the palms up. Big breath in and then sink down, drop the tailbone back again. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, letting go. 2 more times. This is usually called balancing plates, I think. So you might like to just visualize that sense of balance on each side. And we'll step back. Let's draw our elbows into the side of the body. We're going to find our kind of claw hand with our right hand and then push past the ear across the body, sighing out. Let that tension go. Take the hand down. We're pausing our breath, scanning the ground, scanning the earth. And then when our head lifts up, we take another breath in and we push across the other side. And just see if you can feel that sense of effortlessness in the pause of the breath. Breathing in as our head lifts up, pushing across as we sigh out. And sometimes we can feel like it's hard to pause the breath a long time. Our body feels like it needs to breathe in again. So just notice that sense of calm you might feel as you just let the head be heavy, scan the earth. And as you lift up, you might feel that breath need to come. And then sigh it out. And we'll come back to our center. Let's take one hand over the other. Let's take our right hand over, lift our left heel up. So we're in our empty step now. We take a big breath in and then we push out, step out. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, push. Inhale. Now you can just stay here if you like. If you like to join me coming all the way down. And then we inhale, lifting the head. And we exhale to push back up, lift back up. And then we switch to the other side, empty step on the other side. Take a breath in. Exhale, step out, push out. Any issues coming down, just stay up, it's fine. If you like to join me, hands come down, lifting up. And we sigh out to roll back up. One more each side. Make sure that you feel steady and balanced here, moving with the breath. And last side, we prepare breathing in. And we step out, push out. Take all the time you need to arrive back. Just noticing how energy feels. And when you're ready, just slowly raise hands up behind the head, interlace the fingers. You might like to just tap underneath those occiput bones, the base of the skull. Elbows are wide. Take a big breath in. As we sigh out, tailbone back. Just come down as far as works for you. You'll feel that strong sensation in the back of the legs. Let it be there. And we inhale to slowly come back up. And then exhale. Weight in the back of the body. Just let the head be heavy. One more time, lifting up. And letting go. Our final of the 12 forms, we draw energy into the heart, just like we did at the start. And then sigh out, press through the feet. Just let the head come down slowly. In the pause of the breath, you might like to, just like a ragdoll, just turn to the left, turn to the right, scan the earth. And then slowly draw in earth energy, lifting up. And then letting go. earth element in Chinese medicine is where we store our intention and where our creativity comes from. So you might just like to focus on an intention from the practice today. It might just be an intention to be still, to be present. Might be an intention just to listen, to be a little more attentive to those around you. And from the 5 remembrances, the Buddhist meditation, you might remember that the last remembrance is that my actions are my only true belongings. So if you make an intention today, it might just be that my actions are my only true belongings. They are the ground on which I stand each day. Whatever I do today it may be thoughts of peace and gratitude, words of peace and gratitude, and actions of peace and gratitude. Let's take our hands down to our belly. We'll wrap one palm over the other. Just take a moment to notice this feeling of aliveness, feeling of presence, of everything moving and flowing. You might like to invite that mischievous grin onto your edges of your mouth. Just feel your face soften, ready for a new day. Let's bring palms together. Last little bit of energy, heat. And you might like to bring them up to the face. Let's draw our palms together. And we'll just bow to thank each other for shared energy of coming to the mat today.